going on, everybody?
Hey,
Hey,
What's
hey,
happening?
what is up, everybody?
Nope, still no
I
Amanda.
can't.
Man,
I
gone.
can't see who's in the chat. So
I think there's technical difficulties for Amanda, so we'll get started.
All
So,
right.
what do I do the intro today? Hey, everybody, thank you for joining us. We are joined by none other than the Patriot Reseller, the G, the Patriot 60. Here he is, everybody. Let's go. Hey, 60,
Champ is
welcome.
here.
And the nap time flipper.
the nap time flipper.
That's me.
Nice. I love it.
Those are the olden days.
It's
So,
okay, I'm about to take over.
yeah. So 60, we got some hard-hitting questions for you. I hope you're
All
ready.
right. All right. I hope
All
I
right.
have answers.
All right, I'm gonna open it up for the team. Okay, so all right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, boxers or briefs?
Oh my God.
Boxers. No, actually,
No,
boxer briefs.
Boxer.
Breaks for sure.
Yes.
See, you're welcome,
Sean wears
chat.
a thong,
That's
so
easy.
Yep.
That's easy.
Sean wears silk thongs.
Sometimes no, but
Sometimes.
it depends on if I had a good whatnot show
With banana print.
with banana print. Yep. Thanks, Mel. Yep. I'll tell you guys this banana story eventually tonight. That'll come out as usual. Seems like it
So
does
60.
every
So
time.
60. I'm rocking my Patriot shirt for you.
Yes, let's go.
Love
I
it.
am not. I am not.
What are you rocking?
I'm rocking an old
Oh,
band tee like
black
normal.
band tee.
Yes.
Some hurricanes, baby.
So 60. You sell clothes. You sell a lot of things.
Hmm.
What's your favorite item to sell?
Probably
Why,
It's
why don't
not-
we get some background on 60 first?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know.
Well,
All that first?
No.
All right,
to,
yeah.
to,
I'm
to
dying.
touch on that really quick, it would not be a specific item. It would be a category.
Okay.
Because my favorite category by far is the storage unit category, and that's because I sell the most weirdest random stuff you could possibly think of, and it's fun.
Where do you sell that stuff on?
Whatnots, the whatnots.
Right. To Ryan's point, let's talk about a little bit how you got started. What is it about reselling? Your journey to that, etc. Go ahead, 60.
Dentures. Well, it started roughly. We started to dabble in reselling when COVID hit, as I believe a lot of people did. I did not have any idea that. I mean, I knew what eBay was, and I knew people sold things on eBay, but I did not have any clue that people actually made a full-time gig out of it. And then COVID hit, and I discovered, I don't know how, but I stumbled upon Gary V on YouTube, and he taught me how to go to garage sales.
Mug life.
Yeah, mug life.
Hashtag mug life.
Yeah, so that's where it all started. COVID, Gary V, and then once I found Gary V, then I started spiraling down the rabbit hole on YouTube, and it went to Harry Tornado and Reezy Resells and Renzi and Flip the World and Storage Auction Pirate, and those all were like the originals that I started watching.
Okay.
And now here I am.
So transition. So your backstory is one that a lot of us can relate to as veterans. I'm a veteran. I know Sean is as well, I believe. What was that like transitioning from that to reselling? I'm sure there was some jobs in between, things of that nature. What were you doing prior to reselling?
Prior to reselling, I was working with my dad for a family friend's business. We were a compliance company, which, long story short, we have a port where we live where ships bring in import and export stuff. And our job was to make sure that the companies and the tenants at the port where we live stayed in compliance. Um, Basically, in regards to stormwater. It sounds extremely boring, I know. It is. But I really liked working for my, thank you, Ruth Ann. I really liked working with my dad every day. That was super good for me. I had a hard past once I got out of the military, and I owe all of it. What's up, Jack? I owe all of it to my dad, pretty much. So I really loved working with him, and now I've just decided that to scale this even more, I got to part ways with all of that and dive in head first.
Yeah. So that's a hard decision, right? To take something that is known, that you have a regular 9 to 5. For those that are thinking about doing that, and just taking the leap of faith, can you walk us through the process of that? Is it just a matter of cannonball, or do you like come up with a plan, have a strategy? What does that look like?
Well, for me, it's cannonball. I understand that doesn't work really well for a lot of people, to my wife included. Um,
You had planned things out though, right?
yeah, and I didn't just like I started tapering back my hours
Yeah.
so that I could do more and more and more. And now I just have got to the point where I can't grow this anymore, having to go somewhere else for
The whole day.
the whole day. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pause there, and I'm going to allow the rest of the team to ask some questions. I know there's a few different ones. Sean or Ryan or Christine? No?
Hey, Ryan, Christine,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I want you to talk. I know you're salting from your hat, so get off
I'm
your
good.
chest.
I'm not talking. You go ahead. You like to let them gums.
We won't talk about the auction.
Yeah, we won't bring that up right now.
We'll save that for the end of the show.
So, just curious, like, with your wife there, did you get the bug first and drag her into the whole thing, or was it kind of you both fell into it at the same time, or did you just get the bug first and then have her get the itch with you, or? Yep, I think he froze.
Did you freeze?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's froze.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think it was that hard of a question.
He'll come back. All right.
But hey, what's up,
I
going
froze on
on?
a halfway decent picture of him. If y'all can hear us, back out and come back in.
60.
Do you have? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
they
he-
can hear us. They just can't.
Okay.
Anyways,
Bama's in the house. What up, Bama?
Mama.
Hey, it's Kaylee.
Hey, Kaylee, how you doing,
Birthday
sweetheart?
girls in the house.
what do you
Hi,
guys
baby.
got on the? What do you guys got on the agenda coming up? Anything exciting for your reselling journeys?
Tomorrow was the first Friday in a long time we're not going out because you've got some work to do
Yeah.
in the morning.
Man, I'm with
so-
you, Bob. This week sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's been very, very hectic. I'm just
Having that 9 to
making
5.
it home in time to do everything right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's been like the last 2 weeks have been kind of slow around here.
I think it's just trying to get acclimated to her being here. And how do we juggle now, having more
Yeah.
time to do all this and get her into a routine. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's
it'll fall
rough.
into place.
Making that transition can be hard. So, you guys are kind of like a test bed for us. Like, what would that look like? So, we went through it with Amanda a couple years ago. So I totally get that.
I mean, I would love to be able to do this full time, but I just don't see it feasible right now. you know, so you kind of got to still keep our normal job right now. But I'm hoping that eventually, because you know, we said it last week, you get very tired of working for somebody else. So
Yeah.
And it's hard to do both because
Yeah.
like you feel like it's hard to like juggle your time. It's like you don't feel
Yeah.
like you have free time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to like yesterday when we took Kaylee to the aquarium, it was just like, hey, wait a minute, we're supposed to be home and working on stuff for our Christmas show, you know, this
and
weekend.
making sure we got back for the raid train.
And then
So
making sure to get back in time. It's like hard to take that time, I think, when you're home.
You almost feel guilty, right?
Yes.
Taking the time off.
Yeah.
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 We struggle with that too sometimes, especially Amanda. She always feels like she's not contributing enough. And she was here, she'd probably say that. Let me let 60 back in. He's back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There we go. Hey,
Sorry.
60, welcome back. No worries. You're good.
It happens.
Whew.
well, good. I'm not sure if you heard my question to you, buddy, or not. I didn't know if you guys heard that or if you froze up.
I did not.
I was just curious because we had the same kind of situation. Did you bring her in with you, or did you both have the bug at first, or was it just you and then dragged her along with the ride with you?
Well, when we first started dating, we both really liked to go to thrift stores. And so once it all started during COVID, we were like, yeah, let's give this a try. And so I started with eBay and she started with Poshmark, and then it just snowballed.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. How do you prefer the storage units over like garage sales or estate sales or anything like that? Because that's something we've discussed. I just don't think we're ready for that volume yet. But like, is there stuff to give us some insight on if we want to make that next leap to go to the larger storage units and get to that volume? What's the best path, and what's the do's and don'ts maybe for us beginners to go that route moving forward?
Well,
I think it's surprising. That's what's exciting. Like, you really don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And then a
But-
lot of times you're like, ooh. So,
You-
but then there's the other side too.
you do have to be ready to acquire a lot of trash and what you're going to do with the trash, and you definitely need space to store it or go through it. I had to stop for a long time because
It was
I
overwhelming.
I don't have a building or a warehouse or anything like that, so I would bring the stuff home, and it just got piled up around the house, and I had to take a long break from it for a while.
Yeah, until you thinned out the inventory a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. About your military journey, do you prefer working as the reseller? You and I discussed this a little bit more in private, but do you prefer going this route than a normal 9 to 5 with some of the things you dealt with? Do you prefer to be your own entity instead of working for somebody, or some conditions? Do you prefer just having that freedom to work for yourself without having distractions or triggers on the back end of that at all?
I don't know. I think that for the most part, I think I can hold down a 9 to 5 pretty well. For the most part, but I do really like the freedom of working for myself. I liked like we're by no means are we in like a financial state where like I would still say we kind of live like paycheck to paycheck,
Right.
but I really love like Whatnot, for example, because I don't have to wait a week or 2 weeks to pay for things. If I don't have the money for gas or groceries or the phone bill, I go on Whatnot and I make the money and then I pay the bill.
Right. So you're just truly hustling. Yeah.
Hi, Rachel.
What's your favorite way to source?
Definitely the Goodwill bins.
Same.
Definitely.
We love it there.
Every Friday, it's probably going to change to 2 days a week at least pretty soon. But every Friday we spend the entire day at the bins and come home with
Too much.
too much. But then I can normally get rid of it all within
Like that
a week or
Monday,
so.
usually.
That's awesome.
So, volume over luck is my model as well. We like the bins. We find that that's the best cost of goods. I know you're part of the plush and raid train that happens Wednesday nights on Whatnot. If you guys aren't following everybody here on Whatnot, I know that there's other sellers that do other platforms, but you really should check that out. So for plush, do you guys tend to find a lot there at the bins, at your bins?
Oh yeah,
Is that where you're sourcing it mostly? Okay.
yeah. We got we normally get plush from the bins, and then there's one thrift store down the street where we normally do pretty good at. Um, Other than that, I do want to do more garage sales. I just haven't.
It's
Um,
hard. We have a 4-year-old, so getting her in and out of the car, every house, it was a lot. So
Yeah.
We
Christina
will
had the same
eventually.
issue getting pops
You'll get a
out.
lot of free stuff bringing them to garage sales, though.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
already experienced that.
Right.
Yep.
That's true.
So we're the
Kendra
ones
got us a lot of free stuff. A lot of
Kim did,
deals.
he
try to give the kids we try to give the kids free plush
When
all
they
the
come to
time.
our yard sales, we're trying to
Toys.
give the kids all the free stuff that we can, and the parents are like, "We got to go." So
Take these squishmallows, please.
Yeah.
Take them all.
I'm trying to find somewhere local where I can score like a pallet of plush.
Mhm.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Amanda doesn't know this yet, but I've been considering selling bales of plush. We find so many. You guys see how much we get. So I noticed something interesting. I usually don't talk about money like this, but I noticed that we're doing equally as well on Whatnot as we are on eBay, which is something new for us.
Oh wow.
So we're actually neck and neck. And I didn't realize this. I went back and looked at the numbers. So for you, 60, do you guys notice that you do better on Whatnot as opposed to eBay? Or is it a 50-50 mix?
Well, I've once I found out about Whatnot, I completely quit everything else.
Okay, so you're solely Whatnot, solely live auction, social media reselling, which I think is the future of reselling personally. Your thoughts on the future for your Whatnot channel? What does that look like?
I don't know. What do you think?
He's always tossing around the idea
I-
of like new tag stuff. Like he always talks about that. So I kind of wonder if that's where you're wanting to.
I
go.
want to get into pallets. I want to get into new tag stuff, but I'm
I'm a
never.
thrifter, so
I'm-
I will always be at a thrift store.
I'm never going to. I'm never going to stop going to the bins.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the Fridays when we go spend like tomorrow. I'm so amped. I was
Yeah.
amped all day because I
It's
know
like he's
tomorrow
going to
I'm gonna.
Disney.
Tomorrow. Mhm.
Yeah,
Like smiling and whistling in the morning, and I'm like, what in the?
I'm gonna get off of the stream and cook breakfast and lunch
Yeah.
to put in the lunchbox.
She's like meal prepping for the next day.
That's awesome.
I don't
It
know. I get such a rush at like, what am I gonna find?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like every Friday, Saturday, we get really amped up and so excited because it's just every weekend's different. You just never know what
Yeah.
you're going to find.
Not the same. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes
lot-
I look at everything we have here, like piling up. Like you said, we don't have a building, we don't have a storage unit, so it piles up here in our basement. And I look at that and I'm like, really don't need to go source this weekend. And then Friday rolls around.
Monday
and I'm
through
like,
Thursday, that's her commitment.
Yep,
Then
nope.
Friday morning, she's like, "Hey, there's a sale. I looked at Facebook. Let's go." And then
Let's
it
go.
just snowballs
Yep.
the rest of the weekend.
That's us too.
Yeah.
Because we don't even have like a basement or anything. It's like in our garage and in our living room. So,
Yeah.
we're like bringing home 400 pounds of clothes or whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh, what are we doing?
So 60, another question for you. How did you guys build your following? Did you come with a following to Whatnot, or did you build it organically over time? what was your strategy, and what does that look like for you?
That's a great question, Bob.
Yeah, that is a good question. Came with absolutely no following
Mhm.
at all,
I
and
think we were on Whatnot as buyers for a year before,
yeah, I think so.
and we tried to chat with anyone in any like show we'd go in, because then people would just follow you by just talking and like being
Mhm.
part of that, like being interactive in the shows. So, you know, when we first started, we had a lot of friends, but they weren't really buyers though. That's the thing.
Mhm.
They were our supporters. So yeah,
Mhm.
for buyers, it was all just like organic.
Yeah, that's
How long
pretty
have you guys
similar.
been on Whatnot?
Yeah.
Uh,
It'll be 3 years
August,
in October. October. I think.
October will make 3 years.
Wow.
October will make 3 years. I got my Whatnot open on my page right now, but and we're at like a little over 9,600 followers.
Getting close to that 10K.
That's good.
Yeah, I've been chasing 10 for a long time, and it seems like it's taken forever. But
Do you have something
I
planned?
know with Whatnot too, followers doesn't really mean. I mean, I don't think it means a whole lot because for
It's
me,
like bookmarks.
it's hardly.
They don't
It's just
mean
yeah,
much.
just like bookmarks.
Yeah.
I mean, I will hardly ever have like more than 30 people in a Whatnot show.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good show.
30 people's like a good show
I
for
feel
us.
like 10 is a very steady number for us
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
All it takes is one buyer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get to
One
like
buyer.
12 or 15 and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a similar situation for us for our growth. We started. That's actually how I met Ryan um, through Whatnot, and just started coming to the shows. We were plush resellers on all the platforms, and just started buying from them, chit chat, and next thing you know, here we are, type of thing. So a lot of that as well. So organic growth, in my opinion, is the best way to do it. Follow your buyers is my best advice instead of following everybody. So that way, when your buyers are online, you can target your audience. Regarding tagging people in your show, you get to familiarize yourself with your community that you create, right? And you know what they prefer for buying stuff. So if you have an item that they want, there you go. You tag them and off you're running. Has that been your experience too?
Yes, definitely. Like there's I mean when we go to the bins and stuff, we just grab stuff that we like personally and think is cool.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I mean we have found the people that like the same type of stuff, and then the more they buy from you, the more you learn what they like, or they'll send you a message and say, "Hey, look for this." And
Mm-hmm.
so now we got like set individuals that like
Mm-hmm.
personal shopping,
Yes.
and they come back the next time and then they buy it all.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick with that, this goes for all of us because we had somebody reach out. Has anybody been contacted or thought about third party sourcing where you get people to contact you because we do have the following, where you guys have the following, and they want to send us all their items and have us sell it at a rate and keep a commission? Has anybody been approached at that, or is that like somewhere you would want to scale to eventually and have people doing that, or just maybe just not go that route at all?
I don't want to go
We're
that
trying to
route.
decide.
I didn't hear the whole thing.
I want to sell my own stuff. I don't want to sell
Yeah,
somebody
like I was
else.
telling her,
Yeah.
I was telling everybody, Ryan, that we got contacted by somebody from one of our shows saying, "Hey, would we be interested in becoming a third party sourcer where they would get all their items because they're either one, they don't know how they're technical sound, they don't know how to do this. Two, they're very shy, don't know the business side of it, how to scale it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys, anybody be interested in the third party sourcing where they send you all their items and then you sort of sell it and get a commission kind of that way? I didn't know if any of you guys ever thought about that as an avenue.
I have thought about it, but I don't know. I've thought about it, but I know plenty of people that do it, and Sometimes they get good stuff. Sometimes they get stuff that they're like, I don't want to try and sell this.
Exactly. But then again, to your wife's point, storage. We got to store somebody else's stuff all the time
Yeah.
too.
That's why I said I wouldn't do it because I have my own mess that I need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of extra work. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It can be an effective business model, but not ours. It doesn't sound like. It's an interesting concept, though. Consignment's always one of those things that can. I think it serves like ends to a means. Like if you were to bring the stuff that's not moving in your inventory to a consignment store and allow them to sell your stuff, that might be an option for folks. So if it's your slow season, and if you haven't considered this as an option, bring your stuff down to consignment. Giving them a percentage might be an option for you. If it July is hard because it's like a slow period in retail, anyways. So I hear it a lot that things are slow right now. But I think if you think of different ways of kind of moving product, I think that can work. Do you guys shop consignment at all?
I agree with Jack's treasures.
Yeah.
I would buy like what you and Amanda have done, Bob.
Yeah.
Buy their stuff
And
and then just sell it. I don't
Trying to
want
keep up
to
with all
sell
that,
someone else's
it's
stuff
just-
and say, "Oh yeah, I sold this, and then okay, what
Yeah. And then you got to make sure that they don't call you a liar, or there's always that middle of, oh, well, you didn't sell
Yeah.
what I wanted for. So,
So
yeah.
I would do like Amanda and Bob have done and just bought someone's stuff and then sell it.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's smart. Yep.
Do you ever go to someone? Now talk about haggling for a second. 60. Have you ever gone into someone's like yard and say how much for everything? That type of approach, or how do you approach haggling?
I'm all about it. I personally have not, but I think I would do that more often, like at garage sales and things like that. I'm trying to build up like a cushion to where I can have that in my pocket at any time. But
Yeah, cash flow is important, and Whatnot can be a great avenue for cash flow. I think you've already mentioned that. So strictly Whatnot, strictly sounds like maybe bins and storage. What do you use for storage, like finding storage units? Is there a particular website?
there's a few websites, but I mostly use storagetreasures.com.
Okay. And do they have an affiliate link if someone was interested in doing that, or is that just something you go to and just bid accordingly? Is there any like nuance to that? A lot of times with fees and things of that nature, have you noticed anything that can maybe stop a new seller in their tracks if they didn't realize the fine print?
Not really that I'm aware of. I mean, you go on the website, you make a profile, and then like if you purchase or if you win an auction, there is like they charge you a little bit, but it's I don't remember what the percentage, but it's nothing crazy.
I thought Kelly
There's-
had all the live auction for storage units there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they do, but I've never gone to any.
Never.
I
How
go.
far is the ones that the one TV shows? How far are those from you?
Those are probably down south, right?
Yeah, I think that's southern. That's
Probably like 6 hours.
probably
or
around
so.
6 hours from us.
I think the main thing with the storage units too is that some you have to pay like a cash cleaning deposit, and then you don't get that back until they've like looked at it or whatever.
Inspected it, yeah.
Some don't, which is nice. Some allow you to put it on like a card, but there are certain rules with each like website or each facility too. So you always have to like look into that as well.
So moral of the story is read the fine print, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone's different. I think that's a lot of times what maybe be holding my hand, because we've considered potentially doing storage units, but I look at the furniture and those beds and I'm just like,
Yeah. Those are definitely
I'm 50 years old. I don't think I'm gonna be that guy.
And I think we've seen enough Jack Treasures finds. We don't want to go digging in some of those storage units.
Yeah, they find some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I try to stay away from most units that contain furniture.
Furniture flipping is an option. That's how Sean started.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
how
if
I
I'm not
started.
mistaken, right?
Yes,
So
sir. That's how we started.
there's room for that, and you can sell it right from the storage unit for a low cost. I've just watched the Jack's Treasures. If you guys aren't following Jack's Treasures on YouTube, what not another reseller podcast, I think it's called. Definitely check them out. They basically sell the furniture right from the bin, if I'm not mistaken. So they basically discount it to like next to nothing. So $25 for a dresser, right? And just put it on Facebook Marketplace and have someone come in right out of there. That's not a bad strategy to think about, right? If you get caught with a unit, you want some stuff, and that's the option. So I really like that about what they were saying. So I just wanted to kind of mention it. That's not a bad strategy. So.
Speaking of the storage units down your way, you mentioned you're by the ports. Have you guys seen an increase? Because we talked about it last episode among ourselves. Have you guys seen an increase among the people, everybody leaning towards reselling, doing that extra income? Have you noticed the storage auctions and stuff increasing with the amount of people bidding on it? Have you seen the volume, and you're paying more per unit now because there's so many more people getting into reselling?
I've never actually tied it to reselling, but that does make sense and that's another reason why I don't pick up more storage units, because the price goes up so high that it's like I can't play with that anymore.
Yeah, that's just, I think we're starting to see a lot of the resellings turned into a second job, and it is, it's hard, but people see the amount of money that you could make if so.
Yeah, I think a lot of people buy storage units and then take it to the flea market on the weekends.
True.
And also, she just reminded me that when we really started going to the bins, I used to buy pallets from the bins.
for cheap.
I used to pay, I'm letting my secret out, guys. I used to buy a pallet of purses for $125, and I'd get like 400 purses
That's crazy.
in one pallet. And I'd bring them home and sell them all on Whatnot and make a killing. And I did this like every week. And then I don't know how long I kept up with it.
We did it for like maybe 5 months or so.
Probably like
At
a
least.
good few months. And then it wasn't only purses. There were shoe pallets, clothing pallets, shelf pulls. And I just kept going back for more and more and more, because like nobody would bid me up. But then all of a sudden, like the same pallet I was paying $125 for was selling for like 1,000, 800, 1,000, 1,025, and I'm like, holy cow! I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then I found that guy on Whatnot who was buying them.
Did you really?
They
Yeah,
just
I
had
did.
a little more money to play with.
He had a
than we
little
did.
more money to play with than I did, and
Wow.
So
Our
I know that
bins, they remember one
I've
time
asked
they went,
them,
but they were bringing out a pallet.
Does were your pallets already what's been picked through out of the bins?
They had different pallets.
they were sorted the way our Goodwills. We got about 3 bins locations about 45 minutes away, and one in our hometown where we're at, which is like 10, 15 minutes away. And all the 3 locations that are all 45 minutes from us, they took different days of the week. They did the pallets at different locations. And so they sorted everything in the back and then brought it out for everybody to bid on. So like the donations that came off of the trucks, they sorted everything out in the back.
But not really. There were some that were not sorted at all. Remember in the clothing?
Yeah, they did have like raw donations.
Yeah. So those ones could have been really good.
Yeah.
No one had even looked at them before.
Our bins was like,
Yeah,
well, after it's already been picked through, then we'll pallet it
They'll
up
make
for you.
a
I'm like, I
pallet
don't want
and
that
you can
stuff.
buy it.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Our bins is not good anyways.
Yeah.
And then for them to want to sell us stuff that hasn't sold, picked out of the bins is just crazy.
Now, you guys are all familiar with the bins. You guys know we're just getting used to it. For all three of you guys, when you guys go to those, especially you 62 and Ryan and them, do you guys ask them when they're holding those type of auctions, or because we're not familiar with the bin setup? Like I know we went there and we've got to pick through everything, but do they advertise it, or do you have to just go ahead and just ask, like, hey, are you guys going to be doing pallets anytime
You you
soon?
have to ask. At ours,
Okay.
you have to ask.
Yeah, they don't advertise anything.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Ours has a schedule.
for ours, we found out like we just happened to go there and saw them bring them out, and I was like, oh, what's going on? What's this?
Mm-hmm.
So then I found out that they had a schedule where those locations changed every day of the week. So then I started bouncing around to the different locations up there. But
they're set. Like on Fridays, it's always these pallets at this location, and then on Mondays it just rotates. But there's pallets available 3 days a week, and it's a set thing. So on Tuesdays, oh, they're gonna have these pallets, and I need to go to that location. So, and then our local one does not do pallets. So unfortunately,
I did ask them if they would make me a pallet of purses, and they did, but they said they had to bring it out. You could not look in it at all, and they had to offer it to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a first come first serve, and I did that a few times, but they started it at like $400, and it was
they weren't as good of a quality.
There was more damaged stuff than there was good, so I stopped doing that.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just blind bidding to a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I was really buying them, you could look at what was on the top of the box, and that was it.
That's scary for $400.
Yeah.
So 60, I know that you guys recently bought a container. Was that a storage container full of what? Was it mixed random?
Full of
was
what?
it one
Yes.
full of what? Want to know what did you buy?
Well,
We actually didn't buy it.
We didn't buy it. It was a family friend owns this lot of land where they let people store things on it and charge them. And so somebody left all the contents in this shipping container because they moved and they didn't want to take it with them. So they left them all to our friends, and our friends, knowing what we do, said, hey, we got all this stuff. You can have whatever you want. You can leave whatever you want. So it's worked out really well because we can go and come and pull things out at our own pace.
Yeah, they're not in a hurry.
It's not like all the storage auctions online. They're like, you have either 28, either 24 or 48 hours to clear everything out.
Right.
And we haven't found anything crazy. Really, we're making okay money off of it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we got it for free, so anything is a profit. But
Right.
it's a lot of already made, like handmade jewelry.
Handmade jewelry stuff.
So I've been doing a couple shows here and there, but
some old lady with too much time on her hands.
And it's a lot.
So like QVC stuff, that type of thing.
Not even because like she's like made it like as an artisan, and I think she went to like craft fairs or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's all just very handmade. I mean, they're cute, they're pretty, but I mean, she had like 60 of one thing, and it's like once two sold, everyone was over it. So
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But that's been the majority of it so far.
So I watched Whatnot the other day, and I was telling the crew here that I was watching somebody. There looked like stamped Christmas trees on in a frame. There was nice paper. It was very crafty. Some of those pictures were going for like $50 to $80. They were getting bid up to. Um, have you guys done
Thank you,
anything
Brian Tracy.
crafty or created or handmade for Whatnot, or have you considered that as an option? I'm not sure if you're a trades kind of guy. If you have the
We both are very crafty, but once reselling started, we put everything else
there's no
pushed to the
time.
side.
why make it right when you can just buy it?
Yeah,
I've sold a couple things that I've made, but I do like ceramic stuff, and so that's always scary to ship. So we tend to not. We haven't done a lot of it. Where I'm very interested in doing, because I love that stuff, but having the time to put into it.
we have a few ideas of our own personal like handmade type of stuff that we want to start incorporating into our shows and stuff.
Maybe even some like handmade merch.
I think we talked about merch last show, and wanted to get your take on it. Harry Tornado source. He just did a video not too long ago about where he's sourcing soap from an artisan soap maker and talking about how consumables increase their Whatnot sales and things like that. So there is room there. Thoughts on that business model? Is that something like merch wise you would
I think
consider doing?
consumables is an amazing idea because
Yeah.
they're going to come back for more if they like it. And
Yeah.
we've even talked about doing that.
Yeah,
a lot recently too. It's just the time again. It's like because I would want to do it us. Like I feel like it means more that way. Nothing against what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like we are crafty, so it's like I would want to do it. Our own thing.
Yeah.
So
You can control the quality, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So they buy it. It's
Right. It's
really from
made
them.
From them, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
I think
too.
it means a little bit more that way too.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Yep, wholeheartedly. Yep.
Definitely more personal. I think so too. Obviously, volume wise, it's always difficult to scale something like that.
Yeah.
You have small children. Let's talk about children and reselling for a second. I know that can be a
She's
balancing
she's
act, and
right
we've all
beside
done it.
me.
What's that look like for Mr. and Mrs. 60?
juggling.
So she hates the bins and she hates thrifting, but she's only 4. She's like, oh no, we're about to spend 5 hours here.
That's why we go when she's at school.
Yeah. And we have
Yep.
big kids, but they also don't like thrifting, which is heartbreaking.
Yeah, they really have no interest in it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How old are your children? How old?
She's got 2 from a previous marriage. They're
My son's 18, my daughter is 14.
Okay.
and I have a 16-year-old from a previous marriage who lives with her mom, and then we have this 4-year-old together.
I don't even know if you guys can see her.
Yeah, you got quite the family structure there. So so no interest. Our son as well has no interest in reselling. I know that I'm not going to speak for Ryan and Christine. They have their own story. But how's Kenton feel about reselling?
In the beginning, he liked it.
He liked going in the beginning. Now he has
Now
wants
he's-
nothing to do with it.
The only way we can get him to go is if we bribe him with Chick-fil-A or then he'll go.
Food. Love
That
it.
must be a teenager thing.
Yeah.
Is that your experience too, Sean?
Our youngest daughter will get up and go with us, but most of the time she ends up sitting in the car. All she wants to do is get that lunch. That's
Yep.
but
I think a lot of the teenagers, it's like instant gratification. And so digging at the bins to find whatever you're looking for, is they don't have the patience for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think maybe eventually they might, like, especially my daughter. I think eventually she might be into it, but right now it's just everything has to be like right now, instant. Pull your size and you go pay kind of thing. So
We talk a lot about bin bros. Well, off camera. Those young kids looking for those bangers, as Ryan would call them.
Sure.
How I know you're sourcing from California, and that's an entire like podcast in itself, I'm sure. But like, what's your experience been with like those younger people coming into that reselling game, the bin bros, the what are your thoughts, 60?
Oh,
they drive me nuts.
oh. I need to make friends with
Yeah.
more of them so they can find me things.
They'll give you things, but a lot of them are just really annoying.
I got a couple, like this past trip we went to the bins. That I call them vintage kids or bins bros, t-shirt bros. They pulled a jelly cat, and they were looking at it, and the girl was like, "Oh, it's a jelly cat," and he hands it to the dude, and he's like, "Oh, let me look it up on Google Lens and see if it's one that's worth like $200." Then they're like, "Oh no, this one only goes for like 60." And then they hand it to another kid, and he's walking around with it, and I'm like, "I'm gonna go offer this kid. I'm gonna go see if I can buy this off of him."
Uh-huh.
And I walked up to him. I said, "Hey, you gonna keep that jelly cat?" He's like, "Why? Do you want it?" I said, "Yeah. I mean, how much do you want for it?" He goes, "Here, you can have it." And I was like,
Oh, wow.
"What?"
Nice.
He's like, "Yeah, here, you can have it." And then he gave me a fist bump. He was like, "Now go find me something."
You're officially
Yeah.
coined
That's
the
your
bin
in.
bro. That you're in, man. You're
I
in.
was like,
Initiated.
"Sweet."
I do have to say, when he gets dressed on Friday mornings before we go to the bins, he does
I
pick
look
out
like-
his best vintage or most wanted mountain or whatever shirt
Uh-huh.
he thinks those vintage kids are gonna like. He doesn't
Yeah.
admit to it,
So
but I have noticed this.
You're
I
not
get-
rolling up into the bins in your blue little jumper that Ryan made you wear?
No.
No.
So what you're saying is you don't put on your Sheen outfit or your Timu outfit. You put on the vintage bin bro
Yes.
bro code.
I wear a vintage shirt just about every
does.
time I go in the hopes of finding more vintage shirts.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
That's his thing. He's like, I'm gonna wear it, so I'm gonna find it, and I'm like, okay.
Or are you hoping that somebody finds them and wants to bring them to you too? Is it you using it as that avenue as well, that they see that you like
Yeah.
them or they bring
Oh,
you
he
some?
likes that.
So 60.
I also have bad experiences with those kids too, where
Oh,
they either pull items out of the bins before they're supposed to,
every time.
Oh,
Every time.
or we grab the same item and then they just start whining until I let go of it.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm
Like, we're
I'm not gonna-
fight a
I'm not going to
20-year-old.
get in trouble for fighting a kid over a
Right.
t-shirt or something. But
Right.
We've had that at garage sales, grabbing something, and the other, not me, Ryan, and the other person, another reseller, grabbing it, and they're both pulling, and I'm like, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Video games.
Video games.
Oh, wow.
Like you see Ryan with one side of the cord to the Super Nintendo, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
What
Yep.
about you? What about you, Mel? Have you ever had that experience where you're just like tug of warring with somebody over?
No, we've never had that kind of. I have had like people like over my shoulder, like reaching down into a box that I'm already into looking, and that kind of bothers me some because it's like I will wait my turn. I'm not confrontational to begin with, so if they're there before me, I will let them have at it. But I don't like when people are like over my shoulder.
Christine was in the box and had a lady go over her shoulder into the box. Christine grabbed
No.
her hand. Will
No,
you
let
tell
me,
us?
yeah. So I see this box and it's glass, and at this time I was looking for anything Fenton. I was like, oh, Fenton, I gotta find the Fenton. So I take the box, I move it over. I'm like in a a squat with the box. It's just me and the box. And I'm like, ooh, and I'm finding great things. And this hand comes over my shoulder, goes in my box. I grab the hand, I pull the hand out of my box and turn around. And she's like Russian. And she's like, what? And I go, I'm in this box. Go look at another box.
Yep.
Wow.
And she said something, and I was like,
Americans, right? Didn't
yeah,
say
she said
something
something Americans, and I'm like, I'm in the box.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
Maybe
common
that's
courtesy is
yeah.
transcends every country, but just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So, craziest find at the bins, 60. Go. What's your craziest find?
At the bin.
Oh my goodness, craziest.
Was they there?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh man,
Suncoast Flippers is close to us, local to us. What up, Suncoast Flippers?
that's so hard. I I have never found like a crazy banger grail T-shirt. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I feel like
this.
we found really funny and fun things in purses more, you know?
Interesting.
Any of this? Any money in purses? You did a lot of purse sales.
Not
Yeah,
a lot.
not a lot.
Mainly coins.
It's a handful of change or a couple $1 bills. We haven't found any like wads of cash or anything.
Yeah.
Um, we get because we have done a lot of purses. We get really excited when we find a Coach or a Kate Spade or a Dooney and Burke, and we find that kind of stuff pretty regularly. I think I think a lot of people just look through the purse for money and then leave it in the bin.
Yeah.
Um,
We've
What do you
noticed
think?
that as well.
What purse brand do you think sells the best on Whatnot?
Coach,
Vintage Coach?
Coach.
Yeah.
And then last week we were extremely excited because we got 5 Jellycats out of one bin, and
Wow.
that was really exciting.
We haven't even found 5 Jellycats total, I don't think. Maybe 5.
We have found one.
We've had some good
I
luck.
found one. She's found 3 or 4.
Jellycat Whisperer is 60. It's official. So for one of our plush rate trains, we should, in a given week, see how many Jellycats we can find as a
That'd be fun.
bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
We
A-
we just we come home with a car full of like bread and butter stuff.
Yeah.
I think what most people don't realize about reselling is there's a lot of that. And by bread and butter, for those who are listening that might not be familiar, it's anything that's probably maybe under 20 or around 25 potentially, and it depends on your business style, etc. But the low items that sell repeatedly, that sell consistently, that that pay the bills, that keep the lights on, things of that nature. So we as well, 60. Just so you know, um, that's what basically runs the engine here at Rocket City is bread and butter as well. So I totally get that. Um, I was just curious if for like I pulled a $5 Build-A-Bear and sold it for 700. We talked about that last podcast. I was just curious if you had any experiences like that or
We had that one lounge fly that we had no idea. I think we were like the bidding started at $5 and all of a sudden it was at like almost $200 and we were like, what do we have here? But nothing crazy expensive. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple purses
Yeah.
that have gone for a lot of money, like 100 and up to like 200 and something, and they're brands I've never even heard of, but people are like, I'm like, okay, I
Sometimes
guess.
they're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't sell that because we started at like $3 or $5 and we have no idea what we have, and we're like, wait, what?
you learn really quickly. Those are the lessons you tend to never forget, right? I think we've all been there as resellers where you sell something really quickly or they're just like, and then you get messaged by like 20 people saying, whoa, wait a second, I'll do better than that. So that's one of those things that you kind of learn as you go. Do you recall the name of the brand for those that might be listening?
The one was Boy, Boyy. I've never found one again, but I think it like retails for like 1,300 to 1,800.
Whoa.
Ours had a little damage, so I think we sold it for like what 150 or something. But I know that was one that we were like, this isn't even that cool looking.
The brand Longchamp.
Oh yeah, that was another one.
Never
Longchamp.
heard of them.
Never heard of either.
Yeah,
Longchamp is their little
they
logo
look really
is a
cheap.
it's
It's
a
weird.
jockey on a horse that's jumping, and the brand is Longchamp, and they look like very, very cheap.
Yeah.
But they're a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't get half of this stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Is it even like leather or is it like canvas?
No,
What does that
it's
even?
like a nylon with a
Nylon?
leather handle.
Wow.
It's like a nylon fanny pack.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and they have all
Or-
different sizes, but yeah.
They're just. I'm trying to think of any other crazy brands.
You guys imagine what we've probably all passed over thinking it was probably
Yeah.
cheaply made and realized it was probably a grail and we've all skipped over it at one time or
Yeah, who
another.
knows? Or
Yeah.
just not knowing. You
Yeah,
know,
just not
Yeah.
knowing.
I think of that every time I'm at the
like
bin.
glass stuff or any. You know what I mean? Like
I
don't know,
mean,
there's
who
just so
knows
many different
what we knew
categories.
about Jellycat? I'm sure we passed over lots of those
Mhm.
because I mean we didn't even know about that until maybe like a year ago.
I didn't know anything about plush at all until I met you guys.
Plush is fun. It's the nostalgia, you know. It's the selling, the feeling. That's what makes a reseller a good reseller is knowing and selling the feeling right, because that's
Yeah.
what people are really after. In general with anything, I think purses, shirts, whatever you're selling, if you're passionate and they can tell that you care, I think you have a better chance of selling your item. That's why Amanda does better than I at reselling. So, because she is genuinely excited when she does find something. And there's this sense of feeling, and you guys probably know too, you can speak to this, when you find something that you think is good and someone else finds value in that. I think that is one of the drivers for us. Is that your experience as well, you think?
Yeah.
I just, to go back on what you said like a long time ago, I did just think of what I personally think was my coolest find ever.
Okay.
Mhm.
What you got?
Coolest find ever for me was the original 3 Star Wars films on VHS, factory sealed,
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
and I
That's
still have
nice.
them.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I was offered $400 and I turned it down.
Now, have you considered there's a service now you can get them graded? Have you
Yes,
considered
I'm-
possibly doing that?
I'm probably going to do that.
I don't think you'll sell them.
I don't know that I'll sell them though. Just
That's his thing, you know.
So
Star
is,
Wars,
is that your personal collection?
probably.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna keep it.
We all
I-
are collectors.
Yeah.
What all do you guys collect? Because we all above have our own collections. What all do you guys prefer to when you're out on the hunt? That's for you guys.
well, thanks to Whatnot, I have learned that I can collect many, many things,
Mhm.
and I started collecting things that I didn't even know I wanted to collect.
Mhm.
But I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. She's a huge Harry Potter nerd. I am all about black band T-shirts. I probably have over 200 black band T-shirts.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
I sold a ton of them on Whatnot, and it was a very sad day when I did that. But other than that, just like occasionally I'll pick up nostalgic things. I hang on to them for a little bit and then sell them.
I've started collecting little plush. I mean, who would have? I'm
I've-
41 years old.
Mhm.
I've got
Love it.
I've got some Pokemon plush that I refuse to sell yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Amanda loves the nostalgia of the 80s and 90s. Is that your kind of era as well? 80s, 90s mostly? Y2K at all?
I've got a TV just like that one behind Ryan.
Yeah.
Nice.
We got two.
I got my certain
Oh,
VHS
yeah,
tape
it's right over
playing,
there. Oh, there you go.
Nintendo 64.
We got the Nintendo. We got the Sega Genesis.
Dreamcast.
We got a Dreamcast down there. We got
Atari.
Atari 64.
Yeah, we love very much 80s and 90s stuff.
Trying to get a dang Super Nintendo off of Jack's Treasures is like, I don't, trying to get into Fort Knox, I think. Holy moly.
Yeah. I know that. Do you do it? What do you do to mitigate stress, 60, besides just reselling? What do you guys do for
Good
fun?
question. Nothing.
Sorry,
Same.
that was a bad response.
I love it.
I really, I don't. It's something about me. I'm just driven. Like
He just keeps going.
I
Same.
just keep going and don't want to stop.
I'm
very,
not like that.
I'm very. She is very much about sitting down and relaxing, and
TV, movies, something to get your mind off the real world.
I am very.
Reading. I like to read.
Nice.
But he'll just keep working.
I am very driven by working and trying to do better than I did yesterday, and
Yeah. So that's what I think of too. Is I don't think about competition. I think of myself as competition.
yep.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're very similar in that regard. So it's hard to
I am
relax.
learning, like, you cannot compare your, say you're doing eBay, you cannot compare your eBay to someone else's just because we're all starting at different points too. You know, so like for us, we're like, oh man, look at Renzi, he's amazing. But we can't be like, damn. I mean, he did start, I don't know if you guys know his story, but he started selling shoes out of the back of his car. I mean, so that's kind of where we would have started too, but you still can't compare because then he didn't have kids and we've got 4 kids, and so you have to just do, like, it's really hard for me especially to not compare what we're doing to what someone else is doing. And I always try to think like, I am so proud of them instead of thinking like, why am I not like them? I'm just like, you guys are amazing. I want to be like you, but I'm not going to compare, you know?
I think it's important that we kind of all learn from each other too.
Yeah.
And that's so good because we learn and talk about our mistakes. We learn and talk about things that do well for each other, and we're all willing to help each other out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like iron sharpens iron, I think.
Go to bed.
Uh-oh.
He's telling Amanda to go to bed, Bob.
I was just going to ask 60, do you guys have animals too? Because that can sometimes like gum up the works when you have to travel or if you have to go somewhere. You have to resell. You take them with you. Are they your emotional support animals?
I think she's our anxiety dog. She gives us anxiety.
Nice.
Yeah, our dog, like,
He can't even get the words out.
I don't, like, I was supposed, like, our last dog before she died, she was my service dog, and I took her all over the place.
Yeah.
And it was so I can focus on her and not the madness going on around me, because that's where I was at for a long time. And the dog, I do the same with the dog we have now, but I feel like the dog we have now just gives me more anxiety.
She has anxiety.
She
It's
has
crazy.
anxiety herself, like separation anxiety.
Yeah.
If you leave her alone, she'll destroy everything around her.
Everything.
So
And she's big.
yeah.
What kind of dog is it?
Cane Corso Italian Mastiff.
Oh, wow.
That's a big dog.
Big.
And
That's a mini horse.
she's got a lot more growing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
she's getting a little better though.
So you mentioned having a service dog. Is that, and if this is too sensitive, feel free to not answer, but resulting from PTSD, how have you dealt with that other than service? Does that continue to be a problem if that's the case? Just curious what that looks like for those veterans that are suffering from that.
It's gotten
a lot better.
like it's gotten like night and day difference as far as better wise. Um, I used to be like I did not want to be around people and noise at all, but it's gotten a lot better. And if it starts to, what do we do if it starts to get to be like too much?
I mean, I just tell you to go away, go away from whatever's triggering. But like when I first was dating him, it was only like a year after you got out, maybe. And I've seen a huge difference. I feel like he can relax now. Like before, I felt like maybe he was always kind of on edge. And I don't know what it is that's helped. Maybe even having a family to kind of maybe think about, maybe focus on a little bit more.
I have a lot more to focus on
Yeah.
to keep my mind off of that stuff.
I mean, I think even like he was like, okay, especially with like starting our own business, it's giving him something else to focus on than maybe his anxieties too. I mean, and then it gives you anxiety, but it's a different anxiety.
It's different.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, they say pressure makes diamonds, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
we've all heard that one before. So I have nowhere near the PTSD that you do, 60. But when I first got out of the service, I found it very hard to acclimate back into society. One of the things I struggle with, I bounced around between careers for a while, not really knowing or trying to find myself. I did that till probably I met Amanda at age 40 and 3 marriages later. So I struggled a lot with that. So just so you know, it's good to know that you're not alone. B, we all have our own story with that, and I appreciate you sharing that. It will definitely likely help other veterans that are dealing with that. And I know Sean has an initiative that they're trying to stand up regarding veterans, and I'll let Sean speak to that because that's his story.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's a good lead into that, I think.
yeah. Thank you, Bob. You and I touched base 60 on that. With you, with that being said, with the way you just described and your wife described that, we started a apparel line called
Uh-oh.
Be the Thread, and it's to help vets do what we do. And with the way you just described that, it really does sound like this is a great avenue for them to one acclimate back into society instead of being able to work like you and I talked in the 9 to 5 because of certain things and triggers. It just really feels like this could be a great avenue to help the vets transition back into feeling like they've got a purpose back here in the States and back here again, getting helping their families get reestablished, helping themselves feel like they're worthy again. Because I've talked to a lot of vets. I know it's tough on them. So personally, do you honestly feel like reselling has helped you immensely on that aspect of it? Because that's our goal with this second company is to help vets, teach them that it is possible to do what we're doing, help them with the early expenses. We want to be able to give them money. We want to be able to help them get started and moving forward to show them that you're not alone because we appreciate them so wholeheartedly and we appreciate you as well and Bob. So do you really feel like it would help a lot of vets? Because so far the feedback is they are very in tune to what we're doing and they really do, but it's like they're hard to come off of that asking for help when we know that they seriously do. It's just trying to get them to go ahead and release to us a little bit and let us know we're here to help you. Let us help you, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean when I got out and started everything, I didn't want to have anybody helping me, and I'm lucky that my dad brought me. I was in a pretty bad place, and my dad pulled me out of that, and I went back to living under my parents' roof in my 30s, and basically did a whole entire reprogramming. And my dad took me to all my appointments, took me to see who I needed to see, took me to the people to um, get my like disability figured out, and like most I strongly feel like most guys don't have somebody to help them with that type of stuff
Yeah.
because it takes
Like
a
an advocate,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah, you need a good support system.
Yeah.
So, right. Yeah, because that's a goal, and I would love to talk to you more in tune on another topic with this, maybe to where if you know of anyone that you know is dealing with any issues, because some of the guys we've talked to as well, it's they feel like it's also helping with their depression. It could also help with their suicidal thoughts. Anywhere we can go to save amount of any of them from ever having those thoughts or acting out on those thoughts, it's a win-win for all of us. So that's where we're driving that. So I would love to talk to you more in depth, and maybe if you have any connections of anybody struggling and you talk to them and they have a drive for this, please send them our way, so that we can talk a little bit more and see what we can do to help them moving forward, to maybe give them an avenue and see if this is something they would want to do to maybe help curb some of those, triggers or depressional concerns that they have. And we want to help them with those kind of thoughts. So
Did you froze at the very beginning on my end? Did you say you had an apparel line?
yeah, we have an apparel line. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's called Be the Thread. It's got the American flag going through the middle with the, sewing it back up. We got
Okay.
to, we got to help, bring our soldiers back and make them feel part of our whole country, and really show them that we do care and love for them as much as, there's a lot of doubt against them, but there are a lot of people that do care wholeheartedly for them. And so that's what our story is, to try to help them. So you and I maybe can talk again in
Yeah.
depth and maybe try to find some guys that maybe we can help out along the way.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Levi is always like on our whatnot shows, like he's always like, hey, if anyone ever needs to talk, or you know, we want to help out people who may have gone through what he went through or had even worse situations, and so yeah, we would definitely like to be a part of that.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it. And you as well, Bob. You as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for that. I think a lot of times it's thank you for your service, and then it's like they don't consider you again a lot of
Yeah.
times. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for us, when someone says that, I'm just like, we all know self-sacrifice in that way, and a thank you is great, but also being considered for jobs and things of that nature when you first get out is also helpful. And that's something that, believe it or not, in the late 90s was not the same as it is now. It was very difficult to, when you first acclimated back out, to find employment, even if you did have that experience. So at least that was my story. It could be different for others. Depends on where you are geographically. There's a lot of factors there. What your job may have been when you were in the service, things like that. So there are a lot of different factors that lead up to that. But back to reselling, right? So really quickly, so what do you think is the best strategy, social media wise, for growing a reselling channel? 60.
We don't have a big social following, to be honest. He made like his personal Instagram. He just turned it into his business one, basically. But I mean, we just started a TikTok,
Oh,
but
that's good.
we don't know what we're doing. So
That's okay. I've seen TikTok blow up and go viral for folks.
yeah,
Um, so I think that's
I have a question. Like, what is your fun shows like you're excited to do, like during the day, or your plush after dark, or like, like what are you excited? You're like, yeah, like mine is Wednesday, of course. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to see what everyone has. I'm so excited. Like Wednesday's like my favorite day, and then the weekend, obviously, the source.
yeah,
I'd probably say Wednesday nights.
yeah. The plush, it's fun.
It's fun,
I
and
love seeing what people buy too.
Me too.
What
Yeah.
are you doing?
I know. We always say we're always like, oh, they want this, they want this, and then they want the thing that we thought.
Like, who asked for webkins 600 times and then we finally got them?
Why do I have a pile
we
of
can't sell
webkins that
them?
nobody wants?
Do you have any Douglas? Any Douglas?
Yeah.
If I see one more, I'm blaming the next Douglas Blaster.
Not the small Douglas, the medium Douglas. We need to find some of those. So if you have them, I'll direct people your way.
You know, we have a lot of Douglas. We've gone through, totes and bags and baskets full of Douglas. And it's always the same thing, right? They're looking for that one Douglas plush that's $100, $200. But we all know as resellers that if we check for these things prior to selling them, and I don't know if they just think that they just go in any plush show and it's just copy and paste, maybe.
Darlene goes in the same show multiple times and asks the same question.
Yeah.
Dilly Dally Darlene, if you don't know, you know
Get
now.
out there, Darlene.
We don't give a flip, so sorry, Darlene.
About to get banned, Darlene.
Yeah, and then like 2 minutes later, they'll come right back in and they'll ask for the same thing. We're like, no, we still don't have
Still
any.
don't have it.
Yep.
Yeah. So speaking of banning or shadow banning people, do you guys see that as a problem? Have you had to do that? And if so, what were some of the reasons for that?
Amanda.
I don't think we've ever had to ban anybody or kick them or anything. Oh, there was one.
Didn't we have somebody do that to somebody in our show?
Yeah.
I think I kicked somebody, and you guys got upset about it.
You did?
You did?
I think so.
Oh, well, then we probably wanted you to. But there was one that someone got like offended by what someone said and they booted them without even talking to us. And she was one of our like buyers. We were like, wait, what happened? So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was one of our mods.
But a year ago, we had someone who was like super inappropriate who came to like all of our shows, but she also went to a lot of other people's shows too.
Yeah, this person was like, their name was Barbie something, and they went into like all the storage unit shows, and they were just super, super inappropriate, and like hitting on people, like to the disgusting verge of it.
Yeah, very.
They finally ended up getting kicked off of the app.
Good.
Wow.
Good.
But we've never had a problem really with
Not
anybody.
yet. Maybe we're too new.
Yeah. Now, do you guys, because you guys all, we curve our shows to like what you mentioned. It's like, it's about what we like and what we talk about and topics with our friends and nitpicking back and forth. Some people may get offended by some things Ryan says about the banana and stuff like that, but it's all what we like to do, and it's our show to have fun.
Yes.
Do you guys inform your mods to what to look out for and, to if they cross that line? Because some of us can cross the line, but having fun in our own shows, do you guys tell your mods what to look out for now so they don't boot the wrong people?
I think we have one like steady mod, and she is on the same wavelength as us. And she'll even do those like little private where no one else can see it. And she'll check in with us. Mm-hmm. She's really good. So I mean, yeah, our crowd knows. I think they know.
Most people that come to my show know what to expect.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, see, I think too that you should, what Sean just said, you should do run your show how you want to run it, and if the people don't like it, then
you're gonna attract the people that you attract.
Yeah,
exactly.
You should be able to be yourself.
They're not gonna like it, and they're leaving.
Yeah, be yourself. Have fun with it. Have fun with all your friends, and enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's nobody out there that's gonna. There's not every. You know what I'm trying. There's.
You're not gonna.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're
it doesn't
100%
matter.
right.
There's always going to be somebody out there or people out there that are.
You're going to have the same amount of people that love your shows, and you're joking and back and forth, and then there's going to be those that don't like it, but they can come in if they don't like it, they can always swipe out for a little bit.
And the
So
ones that stick around.
I do too, Amanda. I do too. I love talking to Alicia about Alicia.
What's she going by now? It's Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's her first time,
It's
guys,
all
so
it's
go
all
easy on
fun
her.
though. It's all fun.
Yeah, all in fun. We love you, Alicia, if you're watching. So speaking of that, so you mentioned something that kind of triggered a question for me. Um, Storage category is what you guys sell mostly in, or do you guys sell? Um, I know for plush, obviously you have to be in the plush category, likely. Um, is that normal for you guys? Just storage overall? Do you find it better?
No, well, I don't sell as much as I should in that category just because I don't buy as many as I want to, and I'm trying to work things out to where I will do more storage units because that's where the fun's at for me. But we mostly sell in women's contemporary,
Okay.
which is the hardest category on this platform. And that's basically because we will
That's where,
get
like,
400 pounds of clothing from the bins.
And that's where we started watching other shows too, and so that's where our friends are. And so, they're the ones that are coming consistently to our shows. So even sometimes when we're not selling clothing, we'll still sell in women's contemporary, so that our friends will just pop into the show. Like we'll sell like random stuff too, because we get everything from the bins, not just clothing. We buy the hard goods, the kitchen, the home decor, everything. Like if we think it's cute or we think so and so will like it, we'll pick it up. So yeah.
Yeah, being a personal shopper can be a lot of fun, I think. So having that mentality, I'm sure, helps your shows and be able to drive sales. Because if you get to know your buyers, create your community, create your little family within Whatnot specifically. Um, I know that there are other live platform selling avenues. Have you guys considered something like District?
Well, I used to do
Or
Poshmark, and I know they're doing like Poshmark Live, but I'm really not interested. I mean, it'd be starting all over.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I started selling
Oh,
kids.
it took us long enough to build up to where we're at.
Yeah. So I started selling kids clothing, but I'm just doing it from his account. So I am kind of building a new following in that category, but I still think it's going to be better because people know his name. So then, his name pops up and then they come in. They're probably expecting him, but surprise, you get me.
Yeah, that's what happened with me when we closed our office and then I just was home doing Whatnot. And I noticed it at first. They would come in and I was like, sorry, it's not Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that community is a big part of what we do as resellers. Um, what was your experience? You said you made friends right away, and that's a great strategy. What was your experience in that? Was there any negative um, feelings from people? Did you have any falling outs? You don't need to name names specifically, but did you have any experiences like that in your journey?
I don't know. I mean,
Not
I just
really.
always come back to like we really started watching Flip the World and being in his shows, and he's an abrasive guy. So, it was hard to like say anything really that anyone was going to get offended with because he already said it.
Right.
So,
Right.
and that's where we built our friendships, starting there. So we already knew those people were going to be able to handle a lot. So,
Oh, okay, yeah, that helps.
but I mean, we do have like now we have the plush circle, right? And it's a little
Right.
more kid friendly.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like maybe
Alicia's ears were burning.
Anya was probably in the background and told her.
So now that Alicia's here, 60, what is your message for Alicia?
Uh-oh.
It changes every hour.
we love Alicia.
We do. We love Alicia.
All in good fun, Alicia. We love you too.
She needs to stop being so offended, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Every show.
Don't talk about trying to start a Christmas in July raid train and then having nobody get back to you, and then all of a sudden we're all on one. You need to stop being so flaky.
She won't even get on it.
Yeah.
That's another one. Don't say I don't have the inventory to do a Whatnot show. Go get the inventory.
It's out there. I know it for sure.
Yeah.
Whether you live under a bridge or whether you're live in a major, you guys are in California. Prices are extremely probably high, I would guess. So sourcing for you can be probably challenging. So you're a good example of being able to get inventory even at higher prices and still be successful on Whatnot. Do you think that hurts you or in the overall scheme? Like, for example, when we're in Alabama, we get things subterranean in price. So, for us,
Come out now. They already see you.
Come here.
You're not supposed to come out of the back room, Kenton.
got them again.
We're sidetracked now.
Come here.
The kids of Whatnot.
I want everybody to see my teenager.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, buddy. So, do you guys find the prices in California obviously are high? Does that hurt you guys in general, or do you guys find a way around that?
We were just talking about this. Remember, we were like, hey, if we move somewhere else, we'd probably be a lot more. We'd have a lot more money. But yeah, the gas, everything, food is like super high. So just living in general. So then when you go and you make your money, but then it's already used up in one bill.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why we moved from Connecticut, but yeah, go ahead, 60.
I'm just saying another awesome thing. Not everybody's bins does this, but the reason why we will get like come home in one weekend with 400 pounds of clothes is because our bins cuts the price in half if you get 100 pounds or more.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that'll definitely help.
So
That's why, and we've made such good relationships with the staff there. Like the last time we went, we got like 2 completely mounted shopping carts full of stuff, and she charged us like $40.
Oh wow. I would say that's an exceptional relationship.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we get 100 pounds of
Clothing.
it's how much?
198 a pound or 189. 189, I think, a pound.
After?
So if you
Yeah.
hit 100 pounds, then those 100 pounds will only be $1.98 a pound. If it's under, then it's 4 something a pound.
Oh wow.
It's a big incentive for us to just go big.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the relationships and people have trouble asking. We have not because we ask not or ask incorrectly, right? So having that relationship and being that person that's able to say, hey, chat someone up. Amanda's really great at this. I'm not super good in person. I'm better on here, but so who's the person? Is it you or is it 60? Who's the person that's driving those conversations behind the scenes?
He's quieter in person. Like if you talk to him in person, he's a way different person than on screen. But I am very shy in person. So he normally is talking to the people. Yeah, mainly him. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll just not get it, or I won't, So, yeah.
Do you ever get noticed in public from being on Whatnot? Have you ever had anybody like, oh my God, you're 60 from Whatnot?
Not that level, but
we've run into a few other Whatnot people.
Yeah, we've
at our local bins, which is really odd because we're in a very small town.
It was more like we were talking. We struck up a conversation with the lady that was digging in the same bins as us, and you get to talking. You throw each other a couple things here and there, and
I think the conversations normally start is because they'll look at see what's in our cart and they'll be like, "Are you a reseller?" Because it's
Yeah.
super random.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, well, yeah." And then they'll ask, "Well, where do you resell?" And then that's kind of how it's happened in the past.
One lady was like, "Have you heard of this app called Whatnot?"
Yeah. We're like,
And we're like, "Yeah, that's where we do this at." And then how did that go? She was like, "I can't believe I'm in real life. I'm actually meeting a couple that sells on
Yeah.
Whatnot."
and I don't think she knew who we were, but it was just she was just like, "Wow, you do stuff live. You're, I mean, you know." So yeah,
Whatnot,
at
Whatnot
our meetings, we've come across maybe 2 or 3 other people that sell on Whatnot as well. So it's been very interesting.
So I read something the other day that said 30% of online sales now is social media sales in other countries overseas, and 6% of that is only in the United States. So there's room to grow for social media sales. Is the point? Um, do you want to be strictly Whatnot now? Is there room for anything else? What's the future of that look like for you guys? Is it just Whatnot, all in, chips in the table?
For us, it is.
For you guys, it is okay.
Yes, definitely.
What about you, Sean and Mel? Have you considered going all in, or
I want to go all in, but we've done very well over the years on eBay. So a lot of the items I think I hold out from Whatnot just because I do know people come to Whatnot for cheaper prices. And I know that I hold out because I will eventually get to it based upon the sale rates and the comps on eBay that if I leave it out there a little bit longer, I'll get what I truly want for it. So I don't think I'll abandon eBay just because it does do well for us, but I definitely want to put a lot more effort into Whatnot, which we've now with her being home, we've got we never had shows past like 1 or 2 shows. Now we got the whole month of July scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome.
so we're trying to really revamp this to make this a full-time thing with her being home. But like we discussed at the beginning, this is something I want to do full-time, but I still want to use eBay as another crutch just because it does do well for us.
And I think too, like we would try to schedule shows and then something would come up and we were always pushing shows, and I didn't want to get to do that. I wanted to stay consistent, and
between her work and I couldn't commit to Ryan 100%.
Yeah, we couldn't do the rate train
just because I don't want to be one that cancels on him all the time last minute. And with having kids, so with having kids again, and being the stay-at-home dad in the evenings of doing all the house chores and making sure that when she's coming home, she ain't got a lot of stuff to do the next day. It didn't allow me to do what I wanted to do. I honestly fell behind on eBay and listing and everything. So, now I think we're playing catch up, but we're starting to get into that routine.
In the beginning, it was all eBay.
Yeah.
So
Mel, what's the time frame for Mel going live during the day when you're at work?
You asked.
I don't
Come
have
on now, get on
As soon as she talks to Christine, because Christine and Amanda have given her so much confidence. That she loves you ladies because you guys really pushed her out of her comfort zone. So thank you guys for that. And you see she's evolving a little bit. So I think she'll listen to you guys more than me. So
I think he was like, he deliberately decided not to teach me like how to do the computer end of it, run the items, just so that I would get on camera.
I pushed her out of her comfort zone a little bit because I want to push her because I know she can do it.
Little. You just do little by little, and then you just it'll be natural.
I think I would love to start with like Leah, my youngest daughter. She really loved doing the crock pivots and the charms, and that's something very simple and easy. And I think that her and I could maybe start doing that during the day. So maybe eventually.
I would say start with like a curated show for sure, just because it's easier. You got it all there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Theme shows. Do you guys do theme shows 60, or do you guys just? I know consistency is also the question that I'd like to ask as well. Do you guys have a set schedule that you maintain?
We're constantly adjusting that, and it's going to change again starting in August. just because I'm going to have more time. Um,
We do. I mean, like, so I'll do shows on Tuesday and Thursday during the day just to get that different crowd. So I'll do on Tuesday, and we've also found that if you are consistent and
that's yeah,
you don't move your show, even if you pop on for like 20 minutes and be like, "Hey guys, I don't feel good, but I didn't want to disappoint. Here I am. Let's do some bite nows or anything,"
Great
it
tip.
really helps. It really, really helps because now when I can't go on my normal Tuesday or Thursday at 1:15, people are like, "Hey, what happened to you?" Or I'll try to do a pop up on Wednesday. Nobody's there because
Yep.
they're not expecting that, and they didn't they don't have it in their head. So just wanted to touch on that, but yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll do like my thing, and then Monday he'll do like a lot of times he'll do like a marathon, like just all day. He was doing that for a while.
yeah. Or I'll go like
5, 6 hours, something crazy like that.
Well,
But
I just learned.
so I don't have as much time to do the shows as he does. So
Well, I just learned I can't do more than 2 hours. Me and Amanda were like, let's do doorables. And I was hurting. I was like, I cannot open another package. I could not show another doorable. Like, I was losing it.
yeah,
So we're going to have to start a fitness group to start getting our stamina and endurance built up here,
Yeah.
Christine.
I got 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's
After
what
45 minutes, I'm over it.
yeah.
We've done those marathon days where we put in like 8 hours on whatnot, and it's not for the faint of heart at all. And we've
grind.
you
yeah,
don't see behind the scenes where we're just doing that. We don't give a flip symbol
Yeah.
to each other. Near the end, I'm hugging my emotional support plush toaster because it's time for a toaster bath.
How's it going, Jeff?
Yeah, so I totally get it. What's the longest you guys went on 60?
I think we did that first show for like 8 hours.
They did a purse show for 8 hours.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Not even
it was.
possible.
We had my mom come over and be like the babysitter because we were
Yeah.
like, we're in this.
Yeah,
we are in this.
we talked to this show up for like months, and had the bangers we were hoarding,
Yeah.
and so I was like, I'm going to go the distance.
I do have to say, if you do a show that's longer than an hour, the shipping is not fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Definitely not.
and that's why I'm telling him, I'm like, we need to just have like hour shows, because then you finish that up, you do your shipping, and then maybe start the next one or something. Because the shipping always gets us. Like we're like, yeah, we're going, keep going, and then we're like, oh, yeah, we're
Now
gonna
I have to
head
pack
now.
all this.
Yeah. So that's the one thing. That's one of our weaknesses is that shipping. Like, oh,
She
my
likes to leave the hard ones for when I get home from work, so I have something to do.
God. I'm like, I can't find a box for this, so I'm gonna save it for you.
I will touch on that also when it comes to the storage unit category.
Oh, yeah.
The shipping sucks.
It's hard. Everything's so weird shaped
Yeah.
and breakable, and
I mean,
Now-
there's people that buy everything in that category, but
Yes.
shipping is horrible.
Now, how do you guys go about getting your shipping materials? I mean, now, do you guys talk to make those relationships? Because, like, for us, I go up and I talk to gun shops. I talk to the small mom and pop shops because, you go to the Targets where she used to work. They have to recycle a lot of those and get rid of them. But I go to the small mom and pop shops, like the gun shops and stuff like that, and I ask them, hey, what are you guys doing with your recyclables, with your boxes, your peanuts, your packing paper? Because if I can save them money from having to pay for recycling, it saves us. So we go and we try to make those relationships with those businesses. What do you guys do to try to take away some of that pressure of that spending that money up front? Do you guys make those relationships to get shipping as well, or no?
we haven't done that except for
no.
literally mom and pop.
Yeah. Well,
Our
you
parents
literally
buy
took
a
it
lot
down.
on Amazon, so
Yeah, we get a lot of leftover Amazon packing materials, but
and we did talk about it once where we're like, we should go ask this store because we'd like Starbucks or something. It was like full, like all these cardboard boxes, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's like a gold mine.
Yeah.
But we've never actually done that.
Yeah,
I also don't think we're really at the level to where I need to do a lot of that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we
do
for the
buy
most
boxes and
for the
stuff,
most
though.
part we use the free stuff from
Yeah.
USPS,
yeah.
and maybe once or twice a month I'll go to Walmart for some other boxes and bubble wrap.
Yeah.
But it's not a lot really.
We've made
Oh,
the
yeah.
new ones work really well for us so far.
Okay. Yeah, just in case, because you mentioned with storage, you have so many different types of sizes and variety that maybe going to some of those facilities and asking will definitely help you on the size of those boxes and stuff too. So
Yeah, definitely.
I think, have you had much experience in making Franken boxes? It's becoming my specialty.
I'm a pro.
Yeah.
Pretty dang good myself.
It goes back to, man, this is taking a lot of time to package this order because you.
Yeah.
And now when people are buying, when we do the storage unit, category, and they'll buy, glass and clothes and like a whole bunch of different stuff. And I'm like, oh, now I got to figure out how to put all of this together.
Yep.
I'm so mad. So why they're bidding? I'm like, no, you bought this. In my brain, I'm like, no,
Like, wait,
you
you
bought the
can't
big
bid.
thing, and now I have to put it with this.
Now, how do you guys handle that? Because I know that there's sometimes you got those, you got 5 adjustments. What do you guys do when you're doing your inventory like that in case something happens to be such a bigger box? Because if we don't do everything like random pulls, you're kind of stuck at that 12 by 12 by 12, and you go in and make modifications. You end up making those label adjustments, and you end up having to pay extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to do.
I think sometimes, like, if we feel like it's say it's like a walking cane, we might not even show it, just because then you have to put that with all those other items.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we like he was saying, we haven't been doing the storage units as much lately, so the clothing is super easy to pack.
Yeah.
So your preferred avenue of sale is clothing because of shipping is easier.
For me,
you?
yeah. He loves storage units, so.
So do you do most of the packaging, or how's that work for you guys? Who does most
We
of
do
the?
it together.
You do it together.
We have a little system. We just do it together.
Yep.
And try to knock it out.
She reads a lot of the time. We sell. We're very bad at preloading the store.
Yeah.
Same.
And that's something we're working on.
Yeah, we are doing better.
But for example, she'll sit at the computer and tell me yellow 5, blue 6, pink 3, and
he'll make a little pile.
And I make the pile of what she tells me, and then she'll give me the label for it. I'll put the label for it, and then once everything is separated, then I'll start boxing it. So I'm not like, oh, where the hell is that Bambi plush at?
What's the craziest thing everybody's shipped?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
like
man.
the hardest ship, or you know what I mean?
I feel like, didn't you sell a cane once? And you had to put it in like a poster tube or something? I don't know.
Mine's gonna be that pool cue in the case, because I had to, like you guys mentioned, I had to create a box and make it work. I didn't have anything. I didn't think it was going to sell right away, and it sold in 8 hours. I had it listed, and I wasn't prepared for a box. So it took me about 5 boxes to get it right.
I think for us, we did a 3-foot peep that was about 4 pounds. So
whoa,
yeah. So we had to suck the air out of it, compress it, and then wrap it, and then put it in a garbage bag. It wasn't my best effort in the world, but it got the job done.
I think probably
I've shipped that before to
nice.
Texas.
Oh wow!
About
those go for good money.
1.5 to 3.5 foot long.
You didn't
So I
keep
made
that?
a big box, and I put in the each of the corners I put like I don't know what they were, like sticks, so the box wouldn't smash down. It was crazy. It was a crazy Frankenbox for real.
What works well for future reference, guys? Pool noodles. I went to a yard sale and I picked up about 25 pool noodles, and I was selling golf or bowling balls. So you get a little 12 by 12 box, and you cut pool noodles in half to be about like this in the shape of the box. You just put them in the bottom, make a base, and then I put them in the four corners like Ryan did, and you sort of made a great cocoon. And so don't pass up on pool noodles. They do very well for certain items.
Yeah, Rachel, I kind of regret selling that thing. But it was like, where are we gonna haul this every time we move? Like, it was just too big. If it was smaller, I would have kept it, but it was big.
Yeah, it was really big, and I was like, oh, it'd be great, but the only
I sold it for like $350 too,
yeah,
and probably paid 20 for it.
20.
I do remember now. I sold a vintage leather Budweiser golf bag,
Oh,
and it was huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
All those
right.
extra compartments that they had too. Yeah.
Did it have its own cooler? That'd be awesome.
And then I had to take it to FedEx, and it was an eBay item, so that whole experience was all completely different.
Yeah. So I think this
Go
is
ahead,
usually
Bob.
the time of the show where we open things up to the chat for questions. Does anybody have a question in chat that you would like 60 to answer? Now's your chance to do that. So we'll leave it to chat.
Who's got them questions?
Who's got them questions?
Well,
I can't even.
while we wait for the chat, what's new coming up with you guys? What do you guys got on tap for the next week or two? Anything new? What kind of shows you guys got scheduled? What's on tap for you?
Tomorrow is Ben's day, so you won't see anything from us tomorrow as far as shows wise.
Maybe something on Instagram.
Yeah, you'll probably see some of our finds on Instagram. Saturday we are part of a raid train. It's called Slay the Summer, and we're gonna run all Christmas stuff.
It's only 15 minutes though.
Yeah, it's
so
a very short.
it's a quick one.
I'll probably, and then Sunday we have a big raid train. It's called the Other 49. It's somebody from all the states except for Texas,
oh, wow.
and it's like this. Like there's a
This has been very planned out. This girl
Very,
did a very good job.
very structured
Yeah.
raid train.
Like there's like rules and like she's done a good job. She's done.
We have 30 minutes to run 50 items. You need to have a banger item for $1. You need to have
state item.
an item that represents your state, and
that's fun.
Different. That's
Yeah.
cool.
fun.
it's all Western and boho category.
Yeah, so if you're into
wow.
that, come
When is this? What day is this?
This
It's
coming
on Sunday.
Okay.
So far, it's our first time ever being on this raid train, and so far we were told that we have more pre-bids than anybody else.
Nice.
Awesome.
We have
Let's
over
go.
a just a little bit.
And we're also allowed to put as many items as we want in the buy it now,
Which we have over 100.
probably.
So
Nice.
check
So
it
Paul-
out.
Yeah,
Chris
we'll
asked,
check
do you
that
have
out.
any family vacations coming soon?
What's a family vacation?
Yeah, right?
No.
No,
Up to the bins in another state, pretty much.
Source in a different town.
Yep.
That's about as
next month. This is considered a vacation in my opinion, but next month we're going to a whatnot thing that is hosted by Daily Refinement.
That is not a family vacation.
Vacation for me because
Maybe
the kids won't be there.
Yeah, that's a mini vacation for sure.
Alicia has a question.
you all like hot dogs.
Hot dogs or hot dog?
Hot dog, apparently.
Do I like hot dogs?
I feel like
We could
probably
go.
shouldn't
We could
answer
go
this
multiple
question.
ways
Yeah.
in this.
Rachel has a question.
You had to sell one thing forever, one category. What would it be? It's a good question.
Plush.
One thing, one category. Go.
Category would be storage units, but that is not narrowed down to one thing. So
Purses are fun to sell, but they're also hard to find sometimes.
yeah, I do. And that's a whole nother thing with this app, this whatnot app. I never in a million years
Right.
would think that I would become your local stuffed animal dealer or
Yeah.
or a 40 plus year old man selling women's purses.
How does your Marine buddies feel about that now?
I mean, and now I'm at the point where like I look when I'm out in public, I look at the purses that women are carrying.
Yes. We're like, oh, look at that coach.
Or the shoes on
him.
people's feet, and it's just like I never ever thought that would.
You've got the business mindset set up right now for it. You're looking at every possible connection, and it's just very smart.
Favorite whatnot seller?
Ooh.
Oh man!
Try not to get offended here.
Category too.
I don't want to hurt people's feelings.
Do it. Hurt me, 60. Hurt me.
I do think you could go into different categories with that one as well.
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
one
you have
too.
a category thing.
I do. I hands down, I love Flip the World.
Yeah.
And
I think
we sat when we went to FlipCon that was put on by Harry Tornado. I met a whole lot of people, and I was like totally like fangirling the whole time I was there because these are people that I learned a lot of stuff from. I watched them on YouTube, and when we were there, we sat at a table with Rinzi and Chris and Stacy from Flip the World, and so
it was a good table. And we learned, like it's crazy. Like you learn a lot just from them just talking to each other. I would just be like listening to what they were saying, and so.
And if you don't know who Rinzi is, he started selling shoes out of his trunk back in like 2017, and now he's done over 4 million on whatnot in 3 years.
And he's a really
very impressive.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What do you like to do for fun?
Work.
He likes to go to the bins.
The bins.
His birthday, we're at the bins. Our anniversary, we're at the bins.
Yep, that's us.
We'd be there if they were open. So that's his idea.
No, we usually just drive right through Baton Rouge. That traffic, I don't like stopping in that traffic.
The Wiggles?
Baton Rouge.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Here, watch it.
Go back up, I think. You can...
Where was it?
As far as fun things, I do look forward to hunting season every year.
Oh, there you go.
What you hunt?
I go deer hunting every year with my dad and my brother.
Where you guys go?
Sally!
In Cali?
Hi, Sally. To go out of state, it costs a lot of money that we don't really have right now, but we just go to around our area.
Was like 2 or 3 hours out for us.
As bad as California is, I know California's got a bad rap when it comes to a lot of things, but
we have some beauty here.
Where we live, we are literally 2 hours from the mountains and 2 hours from the ocean.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Good.
So we can change up our scenery real quick.
Yep.
And we have like the most popular wine ever is from our area. We're in the wine capital.
We're like 10 hours from anything.
If you like wine.
It sucks. Southwest Florida sucks. So far.
Shipping tip. Oh. avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
Don't get behind.
Yeah,
Don't get behind.
Or don't schedule another show until your shipping's done.
Yes.
We don't do that.
There
Yeah,
you go.
we don't either.
That would be advice
That is a
I would
good
give.
tip.
We're getting a lot better at coming up with a better shipping routine.
Do
Do
you
you have
have
a favorite thrift store you like other than the bins?
We have one. It's just like a little, like, what is it? It supports like hospice or something, and it's just
Yeah.
right down the road. They have good plush, and they don't charge too much for it, so we go there like once a week to check it out.
They normally have pretty good purses too.
Yeah, they
But
do.
we found out that the employees are telling us that other people are in there. Has anyone ever ate a chocolate covered banana? No, I have not.
daughter, Amanda, just asked. Has
That's my daughter, everybody. Yeah.
Sean's favorite.
Yeah.
Yes. My
All right,
answer is
well,
yes. Sean, you're not by
Let's get this out
yourself.
of the
Never had
damn
one.
way.
I've
All
never
right.
ate a chocolate covered banana before.
Yeah, I don't know if 60 you saw the show last week, but my family, we pull pranks on each other. We do a lot of stupid stuff. So my family made me a pillow, and of course my wife here gets me in Hershey Park
Make it
eating
big,
a
make it
chocolate
big.
covered banana,
Make it big,
and she
Bob.
puts it on a damn pillow. Okay,
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
so that's the story behind the stupid thing. Thank you, Kaylee. I'm changing the locks, honey. You're not coming home tonight. So,
Okay. We'll get you a one of those bed and breakfasts, Caleb.
Well, I
Take care of you.
started doing
Yeah,
this
thanks,
thing.
guys.
I started. I don't know how. do you-
What are you trying to say?
Hey, man,
I
get that.
started. I
He got
started a
excited
thing
for
where
that. Man, he can't
if
even
we-
talk. Look at him.
when I would sell purses,
Oh,
I started eating
If
the
you-
things that I
if you
found
tip
inside of
him-
them
Yes.
Oh.
If you tip him, he
Oh.
will eat it.
for tips.
Oh, I remembered that show. I remember a show you did something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we saw the false teeth in the hype clip for this YouTube channel. So appreciate
Yeah.
that clip that you sent to Ryan.
Yeah,
Um,
I got those from the dang Gina.
How did you get? What did you get for a tip? Let's talk about that.
Oh, he probably didn't get very much. He'll just do it.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
remember.
thinking 5 or 10, maybe.
I
It
got
wasn't a lot.
No, I was there. You got like $20.
Yeah, it was
Was
20
it?
Yeah.
something.
It was around
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was 20.
I've gotten
Still not
like,
enough. Still not
I've
enough.
gotten like $40 and up to light things on fire
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, if you're available, we have some Douglas that we're going to burn in the backyard. So let
I
us
got
know.
some Webkins.
Hashtag if you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you had any of your friends join Whatnot and start selling?
Not a friend, but I did influence someone at the bins, and she started selling. And she's like, we see her, and she said she's doing pretty good.
Awesome.
I don't know. Have we had anyone else?
No.
Mm-mm. Hi.
Bob.
What camera is Bob using? I answered that one in chat.
Oh, okay.
This is just a laptop webcam, but the lighting is.
Could have been.
Yeah, I look like my face is sunburned really bad.
Like one listing.
It's just our web.
Yeah, a little bit. It does. Yeah.
Favorite snack on
I just have a bad computer. Favorite snack while listing?
Ooh, we don't listen.
Ooh.
I don't list. I'm past that. I'm like, I got the item. I'm going to sell it for whatever I can get and turn and burn and get something else.
Wholesale.
No
Wholesale.
storage. No storing anything.
Love it.
Mhm.
But anyways, what's your favorite snack? Since we're on the subject,
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got a million of them.
I know, me
Man.
too. You know what are really good are those dots? Is it honey mustard? The pretzel.
Oh, the pretzels. Yeah, those are good.
They're super good.
I like the cinnamon brown sugar ones. The cinnamon
I have
sugar.
not tried those. I will have
Those
to.
are
I
really
have
good.
two.
I like this.
Probably
Their flavor ones. Their original flavor ones.
Oh
Don't they
yeah.
have their own flavoring ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretzel Oreos, game changer.
Peanut
I
M&M.
just tried it for the first
Day
time
one.
tonight. Those things are good.
Yeah, good job. Any other questions? Burning questions. Now's your chance. We got 1 minute left. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. 60. We appreciate
I got
you.
one for. I got a question for the chat, or just something I want to say real quick.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
can't see the chat on my end, so I don't know how many people are in here or anything. But if you know somebody that struggles with mental health or PTSD or addiction problems, please feel free to hit me up uh, anytime, anywhere. Yeah, I'll do whatever I can to help them out in any way possible. If you know somebody that needs to talk.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love it.
great message to end on. 60, we appreciate you so much, sir, for coming on. And Mrs. 60,
Yes.
we
Thank
love
you
you
guys
guys
so
so
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. It was an honor to be your first guest.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys can tell me why you decided to pick me. If not, it's
It's
all
because
good.
we love you.
It was those
There's no
legs
other
and that
reason.
blue outfit that
Because
got
you
me.
never backed out of a raid
You've
train.
never backed out. We love your shows.
You are
Great
the anchor.
energy,
Best
fun.
shows and whatnot.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Rachel.
If you guys aren't following 60 on Whatnot, be sure to do that. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, we'll be able to leave a description in the or link in the description rather. So check 60 out on Whatnot. Great seller, great prices, great people. Until next time, we'll do around their horn. Last comments, Ryan, Christine.
You got vintage shirts you want to sell? I'm your guy.
Sean and Mel.
You got band tees you want to sell? Yeah.
I have
I just want to say it was very nice meeting both of you. It's like the first time I've really had a chance to, like, meet with you and talk to you and hear your story. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yes. So we appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out with us. So hopefully we'll get to do this again with you guys soon.
Thank you. And I do want to talk more with you about that business.
Yes, sir. You and I will discuss behind the scenes a little bit, and let's see what we can come up with our heads, and let's help them all out as much as we can.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Sorry.
Last words, 60. What would you like to say to the people?
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give
It's
up.
hard.
Don't give up.
It's hard, but don't give up. We had a rough start. I'll tell you that. So
We very much wanted to quit Whatnot right after starting it because it was just so hard. But I'm not just in general. Don't give up.
Great advice, 60.
Do what you love
Great advice.
and don't give up because
Yep.
I'll get into deeper parts of my story at a later date. But I have been at the absolute bottom of the bottom, and I'm in an amazing place right now, and
Good.
it's all because I didn't give up.
Yep. You have a great message, and you could help out a lot of people. I truly believe that.
Thank you, Sally. Love you.
All right. We appreciate you, 60. Remember, if you can't be good at it. Until next time, we'll see you on We Don't Give a Flip.
Everybody, have a great
Bye,
night.
y'all.